How's it going, guys? It's Mouseball, and this is the AttackMouse Nation and my salty gearheads. Welcome to the automotive side of my YouTube experience. And guys, I'm over here visiting Mama Mouse's mom for breakfast and her cousin Michaela. Now, the reason why I wanted to make this video is I wanted to give a huge shout out to Jerms DNA. He gave myself and Mikey Turbo a big shout out for being in ABARTH channels. And even though my channel is not necessarily all about the ABARTH, well, still, you know, getting a shout out from someone like Jerms DNA, who is literally almost at 1,000 subs, is a pretty big deal. Now, the thing is, you might say, well, you got over 5,000 subs. Well, no, not necessarily. I've got only 43 subs, and I got 43 subs because I started this channel all over again. And the other channel has gone completely AWOL and has went in a totally different direction, and for good reason. And I'm kind of glad it did, because the salty army is definitely legion, and these are really great people, and I love the salty army. I think they're fantastic, and they have really turned my original channel completely around. But this is basically the start of my new channel all over again, and as you can see, Mama Mouse and I are working on trailers for the beginning of the video, so that way you have an introduction to our videos, and we're going to try to bring you as much content as we possibly can, because, you know, this is what I'm actually very passionate about. I love cars. I've always loved cars, and I love cars that are unusual and unique and not the same old, same old. I mean, I have nothing against the mainstream cars, but you know, way too many people have them. And when so many people have the same car, it becomes extremely hard to actually customize them and modify them. So when you actually have a car that is unique and is not so popular, well, when you do things to it, it's a little more meaningful as far as I'm concerned. So the ABARTH community, although it's small, although it's very scarce with people, it always has the best people for some reason. And Mikey Turbo, Jerms DNA, Michael Boges, Alex Rowe Media, all these great people who are part of the ABARTH community, that's what really makes this car so special. You know, the actual driver, not the actual car, is what makes cars amazing. It's what makes the culture so inviting and so accommodating for so many different people from so many different walks of life. And that's one of the reasons why I absolutely love and adore this little car. I mean, I've done so much to it, and it honestly doesn't look much different than stock, except for the fact that there's a big gaping hole in the hood. And obviously the European lamps, which a lot of people don't even think look any different than the original lamps, which is the kind of, you know, weird part. You would think that that would be the one aspect of the car that they could point out, but believe it or not, the taillights are more unique looking than the actual headlamps, which is kind of crazy. But what we're going to do is we're going to figure out how to get these headlamps wired up with the turn signals up top as opposed to in the cheeks, and we're going to move the cheek turn signals, and we're going to try to see if we can actually get those to be air ducts for the brakes. Because again, when this car heads back to the Dragon, well, that's going to be a place where this car is going to get tested to its limits. And I'm sorry about all the noise. There's a lot of noise out here. There's a lot of people walking and enjoying their morning. So, you know, you're going to have some microphone trouble here, that's for sure. But nevertheless, guys, you know, a peek at my little Mouseball. And obviously this is Jessica's pride and joy. You know, our beloved and beautiful Mama Mouse loves this car to death. And the great news is the Corvette is on its way back. So don't worry, guys, just picked up the transmission valve body for it. Got the brand new solenoids that come with the complete assembly. And the Corvette will be back up and running, and will be on the road doing some major pulls, making some really beautiful noises. And hopefully I can have Mama Mouse driving the Vet while I drive Mouseball. But the thing is, we're going to have to fight over the keys, because you know how she is about this car. She gets really, really crazy about this little car. And, you know, I figured, hey, you know what? Don't you want to drive the Vet when, you know, the Vet gets back up and running? And she says, I don't know. We'd have to flip a coin. So we'll see what happens when the Vet gets back up and running. Obviously, we're going to be painting the car the Ferrari Centennial Red. We're going to upgrade the whole interior. The interior is in the process of getting dyed and getting put back together. Plus, not to mention that, the brand new Sparko shell seats. We got brand new harnesses. We just got a whole bunch of brand new stuff for the Corvette to make it run that much better and to operate on a higher level, because that car is going to be seeing a lot of road course duty and it's going to be seeing a lot of high performance driving. So it's going to be very, very important that we put a lot of thought and effort into that car and make sure that it performs at the highest level. As far as Mouseball goes, well, Mouseball is going to be getting a 595 front end. We're going to do the nitrous oxide. We're going to be doing a front mount intercooler. We're going to completely revitalize the car's thermodynamics first before we actually add any power to the car. Now, if you want to go to a channel and find out how to modify your ABARTH for racing, full-on racing, well, obviously Mikey Turbo's where it's at. If you want to go to a channel where you're going to see a lot of car meets and a great personality and someone who actually makes the, drugs and medicines that actually save lives, well, you want to hit up Jerms DNA. And not only is he a channel about this car right here, but also he is a channel about Porsches, the Alfa Romeo 4C, Ducati, and many other, automotive treats that, trust me, you don't want to miss. There's no doubt that his sub count should be way above 1,000 at this point. So give him a like, give him a subscription, and make sure that you check out his channel. I enjoy and love his channel. It's just that I've been so busy. I really need to, catch up on his videos because I'm dealing with two channels. I'm dealing with this one and the other one, if you know what I mean. And I'm just trying to make sure that I don't get in trouble with YouTube towers on this one. So anyway, guys, stay happy, stay healthy, stay wealthy, and remember, you'll always get the best content when you come down to the AttackMouse Nation. Take it easy, guys. Mouseball out.